Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a super jam-packed show for you guys. We're doing something really different today. Right at the beginning of the show, I mean right now, I'm not doing what I normally do, all the particulars. The hell with all that crap. I'm getting right into it because we got a special guest. We've been promoting him all week. We are very, very happy to have him. We have him on the phones. The lead singer for D2, Don Chaffin. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Jeff. Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here. We've been promoting it all week. In fact, that song that you guys just heard before we came on the air, Take It All Away, is D2's song. I hope you all enjoyed that. I'm very, very happy to have you on the show today, Don. Glad to be here. How's everything going? I know you're in New York. How's the weather out there? We always talk about the weather at the beginning of the show with Sean and myself. How's the weather out there in New York?
All right, Jeff. Well, a little bragging rights for the New York weather over here with the summer of 2014. I don't think you could ask for any better. 79 to 82 degrees every day, maybe one day of rain, no humidity. We're rocking.
That's kind of nice out there. Kind of makes me miss the old homestead in New York. But you know something? Living in beautiful, sunny San Diego all the time, you can't beat that weather either.
Right. It's not like I can call you up in January and start bragging to you when you live in San Diego. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Regarding the weather.
Very true. Hey, Sean, really quick, you're on the line. How's your weather out there, buddy?
Weather is fine out here in Hayden, Idaho. It's like in the 80s right now. A little muggy, but all right. At 6 after 6 on the East Coast, 6 after 3 on the West. It is Friday, August 29th, 2014. It's always great to have a guest speaker in the house. Good to see you, bud.
Thank you, Sean.
Okay, so Don, I know you and Danny Spitz, the old guitar player from Anthrax, who I happen to went to high school with. Thank you again for hooking me up, for getting him to get in touch with you, and thank you again for coming on the show. Why D2?
Why D2?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, as you know, Jeff, Danny and I were doing Red Lamb, which is quite a bit heavier with Dave Mustaine, and you know, we came back from tour, and I think you know, Danny, you know, he just, you know, he's been doing it for such a long time in regard to that, you know, that type of guitar playing. I think he was looking for a little something different in regard to his style of playing. So he got that Weissenborn situation, and if you know Danny, I mean, you know, within one day, you know, it's like he's been playing it for a year. So I didn't even know he was doing that, Jeff. And then, you know, I don't know, maybe about 8 months ago or something, he just, you know, we got in touch on the phone. He said, I'm going to send you something. He sent me something. You know, immediately I was singing something in my head as soon as I heard it. You know, I knew immediately that we needed to do something. You know, that I needed to sing on those tracks. So subsequently, Danny, you know, he threw up the 6 songs up here to New York, and, you know, we recorded them here, the vocals here. Danny did the guitars down in Florida, and there's D2 for you, because it's something. So we say why. I'd say why is because Danny needed to do something a little different in regard to guitar, and it gave me carte blanche to actually do what anything I wanted regarding the vocals as far as pulling from my influences.
Okay, so how'd you come up with the name D2?
Oh, that's Dan and Don, D2, get it? You know, D squared, D to the second power, whatever.
It's that easy, right?
Those are the easy ones. They just come right out.
I saw that interview that Danny did about how D2 came, and I just wanted to see if you guys were on the same wavelength. That's why I asked the question. It's
Yeah,
exact.
well, I watched that same interview, so thank goodness I watched it too.
The same exact answer.
As Danny, as you've seen in the interview, I actually I thought of it, in regard to the two of us, and when I thought of it, he was like, "That's a no-brainer. Let's go with it." So it was, sometimes bands they fumble for a band name for quite some time, but Danny, we hit it right off.
You mentioned Danny playing the Weisenborg. Normally, that takes years and years and years to learn. He's been playing it, about 8 months, 9 months, almost a year now?
Right, so that's Dan Spitz 8 months, and Dan Spitz 8 months is like 8 years for regular people. So
freaking crazy.
He plays that thing as if he was born with it, and it's just what a pleasure. I mean, he and I have been together. Obviously, we haven't toured yet, so there hasn't been any official rehearsals. But we've been together in just a room getting ready for the videos or whatever it is. And we don't need an amplifier. We don't need anything. We just need Danny on the Weissenborn and me just singing right next to him, and it's like. You could stick us in the backyard, or you can stick us on the stage at Madison Square Garden. It works.
That's what I love about that music. It's so different. It's a way, way original, and your voice meshes with that guitar so well. It's just unstinking believable. I said this to you when we spoke earlier today. I love your voice.
Jeff, that's so very, very kind of you, really, honestly. But, on D2, I basically, I was able to, it's just complete vocal freedom for me. So there's nothing that was expected on the onset. So I was able to pull from the influence of the people that I love, whether it's Robert Plant or Chris Cornell or whatever, and it was just, I was able to do the blues type of vocal and pull from the influences that I love. So, subsequently, truthfully, it came out so quickly and so effortlessly that it's just meant to be.
So basically, it's a meld of a bunch of famous people.
I'm sorry, Jeff?
So basically, it's a meld of a bunch of famous people, you rat bastard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I forget what it's like. I'm like a melting pot of singers. I don't know what it is.
Hey, just to throw out something really quick about something sports, Don and I talked earlier, and really quick, we're going to get into it later on after we get back from break. Don is a Dallas Cowboys fan. Oh, boy, everybody stick around for some of that talk. That should be fun.
It's going to be fun since I live in New York, man.
Yeah, he lives in New York.
Oh.
He lives in New York. He's a Cowboys fan.
I live in New York, the home of the Big Blue.
Right.
And it's not so easy over here being a Cowboy fan.
And
but I've been a Cowboy fan before they've all been Giant fans, so I'm sticking Cowboys.
And I'm a Giants fan that lives in San Diego, and I can't stand the Cowboys. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that segment. We'll get to that in a little bit. Back to Don and D2. I spoke to you earlier. I know you're not going out on tour anytime soon. I know that. Why the change in the music now in this stage of the game?
The change of the for Danny or for myself in regard to the music?
For both of you, actually. Why do this now and change the music now in this stage of your careers?
Well, the good news is it's really not a change. It's just another branch of, if you will. I'm sure Danny could I know for a fact that Danny could pick up that guitar and shred any kind of Anthrax riff or any kind of Red Lamb riff, at a moment's notice. It's just that this is just another extension. So, like the painting board, the palette just got a little bit bigger, So not so much a change, but just a breath of fresh air to be able to do a different style of music that is within the two of us.
Okay, and what kind of style or genre do you put this music in?
Interesting. Vocally, like I said, the blues guys for me, whether it's Robert Plant or even some Chris Cornell and stuff like that. But, for Danny, he's pulling from Allman Brothers, the country, he's doing it all over there. So, you talk about a melting pot. I mean, it's, D2's music is, you're getting everything from country to bluegrass to the blues, and you're just getting it all in one shot.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you guys put out, you guys did 6 songs, but you only really have 2 of them out. Any plans to put the other ones out?
Any plans to do what, Jeff?
You really only have the 2 songs that you guys really only put out. Any plans to put the other 4 songs out? You said you had 6 songs.
Right. The 6 songs are on iTunes right now. They're out already. The EP's out. And
So you only have the 2 for the video then, correct?
The video is we have 2 songs on the video right out there right now, I think, right?
Yeah. You only have the 2 video songs that are out right now. You have Take It All Away and Little Voices, which actually what we're going to go and do, screw all my commercials. We're going to go play Little Voices. That's what we're going to take on our commercial break. Play Little Voices with Danny Spitz and Dave Mustaine with the band D2. And then after that, we're going to come back with more Dave Mustaine. Did I say Dave Mustaine? Damn it.
That's all right. Dave's a good friend of mine. That's okay.
With Danny Spitz and Don Chaffin and D2, we're going to hear Little Voices, and we're going to talk more with Don after this quick break. Enjoy Little Voices, everybody.
All right.
Sing, little voices, sing, sing,
everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports World Radio. A little special show, a little different show today. We got Don Chaffin joining us of D2, the band, who you just heard, Little Voices, was written by Danny Spitz, ex-guitarist of Anthrax. Him and Don and Danny have formed a new band called D2, and we got the lead singer on. That song right there, I know we didn't get to listen to it, but I've heard it a million times. Sean's listened to it. You sang it. That song is freaking awesome. That song was written by Danny, wasn't it?
It's Danny and I basically together on that one.
Oh,
Danny,
you guys, you both wrote that
with
song.
the guitar stuff, and then we collaborated on the vocals together.
Now that's a special song, and that's got a special song in Danny's heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been with Danny for a long time now, and we did it in Red Lamb with Puzzle Box, and also now, like you said, with Little Voices for D2. And you know, his family, you know, he's living and breathing that situation, so it's very dear to his heart, obviously. So when we do something like that, we try to take extra measures to make sure it's right on point.
And it was right on point. That is an awesome, awesome song. You guys you two collaborate very, very well together.
Yeah, that we do. We really do. And I think D2 is the first true collaboration for Danny and I together. Even though we did Red Lamb, that was more Dave Mustaine and Danny in regard to the forming the sound of that particular band. But D2 is basically Danny and I, you know, reaching out again in that blues style, but collaborating all the way.
You prefer this style of music over what you were doing in Red Lamb?
Do I prefer Red Lamb versus D2, you're saying?
Yes.
No. And I don't mean that. I don't prefer either one over the other one, truthfully. For me, my personality, it's like, you know, I need to do all those different styles, and so it's not so much do I prefer it over it. I enjoy spreading it out a little, actually spreading it out a lot, and so, you know, I wouldn't say I love one over the other. I love them both the same.
Okay, which is more straining on the voice, doing D2 work or doing Red Lamb work?
Which is more me vocally, you're saying?
Well, no. Which is more straining on the voice, on the vocal and the voice, the Red Lamb work or the D2 work?
You know, it's funny in regard to that. And you know, you would think Red Lamb is far more demanding on the voice because of the texture and the little bit of growl and rasp to it. But I can D2. The notes are actually higher, so there's more of that high-end blues singing, which is more on that Coverdale and that Robert Plant, obviously, and Chris Cornell. So I would have to say vocally, it's probably a little more challenging to do the D2 stuff than the Red Lamb stuff.
How do you and Danny weave your voice around that guitar so well?
You know, Danny had it. You know, he had brought it up in a previous interview. It's just that instrument, I mean, you have to be in the same room with that thing to really appreciate it. The thing is singing all by itself, you know. So, you know, as far as like you had said, weaving the vocal around it, it's almost like it hypnotizes you as a vocalist it brings you into its element, and you just start harmonizing, weaving in and out, matching the same melody at points, branching off of that and ad-libbing out of that. It's effortless. That instrument, again, when he first played it for me, it was a no-brainer, and it automatically brought the melodies out of me.
That's awesome. I have a question from our producer of the show, actually. He asks, as a successful guitarist himself, what key do you guys usually use in your songs?
Oh, what key do we use? That's interesting. I mean, Danny would know more in regard to his guitar tuning, but if I had to say it, it would be the same letter that starts the band's name. You know what I'm saying? The key D. You know, D2, Dallas Cowboys, you know.
You know something? I have a feeling that's one of the reasons why you wanted that band called D2.
Oh, by the way, the start of my name is Don. You know, Dan, D2, Dallas.
Yeah.
Hey, you friends with Jerry Jones?
Jerry, well, we've never met, but as long as he gets us back to the Super Bowl, we could be friends again.
Oh, my God. Don't get me started on that guy there, Don.
What's that?
That guy there, Don. Okay, you know something? You brought it up. Let's go. Dallas Cowboys. They've been 8-8 the last 3 seasons. Let me ask you a question. What do you see for them this season? Do you see them being better than an average football team?
Something, when they were 1-15, I was rooting for them on the top of the couch screaming. So 8-8. As long as we get into the playoffs, then it's the Dallas Cowboys. So we get into the playoffs. Who cares if it's 8-8 and we get in? As long as we get in there, we have a ball. We'll find a way to win those other games in the playoffs. But I've been a Cowboy fan since way back. It's not just with Troy and Emmett and Michael Irvin. It's way back.
Okay,
you
see,
know what I'm saying?
okay. You see something? You see something there, Sean? Don is a true Dallas Cowboy fan. He's been a fan probably since he's been knee-high to a grasshopper.
Bob Hilly, Bob Hayes. Bob Lilly, Bob Hayes, Don Meredith, all of them.
See, so he's got
and Roger Staubach.
right. So Don's got no choice but to root for the Cowboys. It's in his blood.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's just, and believe me, again, I'm surrounded by these big blue fans over here, these giant fans in New York.
Well, here, Double A, one of our good buddies says, isn't Homo like 0-36 in the playoffs? Well, I hate to break it to you there, Double A. I got a little bit of history on that. Tony Romo, I think, is like 1-7 in 8 playoff games. And Dallas, of course, has been hit with misery, losing some heartbreaking playoff games. And I'm sure I don't need to remind you about all the tough losses they've had.
No, it's amazing my TV screen is still in place. Because I really wanted to beat the shit out of it. So, excuse my language.
No, that's okay, Don. We're on the internet. That's okay, buddy. What I wanted to know was, are you a Tony Romo fan?
Well, here's the deal. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? So, Romo came in and Bledsoe went out, and Aikman went in, and it's just whoever's in. I'm going to root for them. I would like to see the new regime over here get it out of the 8-8 slump and get us over there to the playoffs and the championship game and hopefully a Super Bowl.
Okay, because I've been crying for many years now that Tony Romo is a below average quarterback at best.
Well, his skill level is extremely high. These pressure situations, obviously, everyone's they're gunning for him, and he's got a lot of pressure there in regard to dealing with those conversations. But so these guys are at such an elite level as far as athletes. If the Cowboys win, I'm happy. It could be Tony Romo at quarterback. It could be you and I. I really could care less.
Hey, you know something, Don? If the Cowboys are in the Super Bowl, I want to see D2 playing at the Super Bowl halftime.
Now that's a good vision, my friend.
I want to see D2 at halftime, and I want to be there for that, Don.
Yes, I would want to be there for that myself.
What we have to get at here, Don, is that why is it that every time December comes, and why is it that Dallas just doesn't get it done? Because it just seems like it's a curse, it's a jinx that every time the calendar flips from November to December, everybody says, "Oh, they're going to be in the playoffs," and then they just fold and give up.
Yeah, I've even noticed that whole vibe going on all these sports shows and stuff like that. You can even see the announcers like, "Oh, yeah, they're getting close to the playoffs. Well, we're not really going to talk about them too much. Let's talk about somebody else." It's almost as if no one believes. But if you're a Cowboy fan, whether you're a Giant fan, Jet fan, it doesn't matter. You still believe they can get in. And you got to, they're going to get in, especially at the beginning of the season. If you win one game, look at us, we're undefeated.
Well, I predicted them to go 6-10 this season, my friend. Sorry about that.
I predicted them to be 8-8 this year, Don.
Can you imagine another 8-8? I think Troy Aikman would have to march down the halls and start throwing shit at people.
Well, the person who's going to get the criticism if they lose it on the final weekend like they have the last 3 years is going to be Jerry Jones. Remember, last year in October, Don, he came out with the story, and Jeff and I did this. We covered this. He said, "I think I have done a very good job as general manager of the Dallas Cowboys."
Yep.
And Jeff and I have been saying all along, you have not done a very good job as general manager of the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe you can be the owner and the president, but give the general manager duties to somebody else. And I do believe, Don, do you think that this year that Jason Garrett will get fired if Dallas just doesn't do well or they lose it in the final weekend, I think his job is in jeopardy right now.
You know, and again, I have the utmost respect for all of these people. But as far as a Cowboy fan, when everybody keeps the job and they're 8-8, and you're just like, it's and then DeMarcus Ware goes over to Denver or whatever. It's just like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And what's going on? And our defensive coordinator goes over to the Saints. And Ryan, and it's just like, what's going on here, man? I don't know what's going on with the Cowboys, but I've been there again when they were 1-15 and an expansion team at the very beginning, and it's just, I believe in the Cowboys.
Well,
I certainly hope so, because I'm paying DirecTV quite a bit of money for me to watch them every week here in New York.
Well, I hope that for your sake that they do good. For my sake, not me, because I'm a Giant fan and they're in the same division. And down the road sometime, if they do make the playoffs and get into the Super Bowl, I want to see D2 play at halftime. It's got to happen.
Yeah, that would be, Danny and I would love to do that. Can you believe that? That would be exciting.
Because
we'd be excited to play, and I'd be even more excited to go watch the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
But not only that, Don, that's perfect for that atmosphere right there. Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could take you two guys.
Would be a blast.
He could sit down with the freaking guitar and do his thing, and you could do your thing. Perfect. Maybe have the girls behind you doing the backgrounds and some video going behind you. Done.
You know something? I think you're scripting the next video for us, Jeff. That's beautiful.
There you go. You're welcome. I'll send the bill in the mail. Don't worry about it.
Oh, free narrative. I love it. I love it. Excellent.
There you go. Hey, Don, I want to thank you very much for hanging out with us today and giving us some of your special time. I know you're a very busy guy. Thank you so much.
Jeff, I can't thank you enough. I mean, you guys rock. Sean, thank you very much as well. I mean, I wish you guys the best and the best success. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in person. Hopefully D2 will be playing right by you, and we can all hang out together.
That would be fabulous. Can I get you to do one thing? I know I mentioned to you earlier. Can I get you to do one thing for us before we let you go?
Absolutely.
Could you just turn around and say to us, when I want to know what's going on in the world of sports, or say your name and then say, when I want to know what's going on in the world of sports, I tune into Sports World Radio?
Okay. I have to remember all that, huh, Jeff?
Yeah. or I'll tell you what. I'll write it to you on Facebook. You do it and just send it back to me.
You got it. You want me to do it right now or what?
You could do it right now if you can remember it all, or I'll type it to you on Facebook and you can do it at your leisure and send it back to me.
You know something? Yeah, send it over here. I'll do it in the studio. I'll do a nice, bring out the real deal microphone and make it real for you.
Beautiful.
And send it back to you,
That'll work out perfect. And also, Don has agreed, if it doesn't take too much of his time, he's joining our Pick'em Football League. Ha, 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 kids. Watch out for Don.
Yes, absolutely.
Watch out for Don. That's right. Hey, Don, we're going to run to commercial. Stay right there on the phone. Thank you very much again. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Show and Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet. We do this each and every Monday through Friday right here in Sports World Radio, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And if you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
That's right. Now, we opened up the show with a really ass-kicking interview. Now I'm going to do a rewind. You're listening to Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. In order to like our Facebook page, head on over to facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Check out our Twitter page at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. You want to get involved with the show, 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715 is to get the number to get involved with the show. Don't forget to join our football pick'em group. You want to get involved in our football pick'em group and you liked our fan page at Facebook, head on over to Facebook, scroll down a little bit, and all the information is right there to join our football pick'em group. Or if you're just lazy, send an email to swrshow@gmail.com, swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject, put pick'em. In the body, put your name and your email address. I'll send you the invitation. You can join that way, you lazy rat bastards. But join our group. We only got a week, less than a week to go before the season starts. And if you heard the show at the top of the show, Don Chaffin from D2, he's joining the league too. So you better get on in, bitches. Frank, you still ain't in yet. What the heck's going on with you?
He's having trouble with some of the instructions.
Well, you know who that kind of reminds me of?
Who?
You.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's
You remember?
been 5 years and you had to throw my name into it.
Hey, I haven't done it in 5 years. Come on, give me a break. You should be proud of me.
I am proud of me, and I'm proud of you, but I'll never hear the end of it, that Sean had trouble. Well, that stupid ESPN account, give me a break.
Oh, well, that's why I switched it to Yahoo so you could figure it out much easier. And now Frank is the moron who can't figure it out.
Okay. All right.
Right?
36 minutes past the hour. Let's get some stories here. Breaking news coming from the NFL. San Francisco 49ers linebacker Aldon Smith gets a 9-game suspension after the NFL admitted it went too light on Baltimore running back Ray Rice with its punishment. You didn't want to be the next major name up for suspension from Commissioner Roger Goodell. Stinks for you, Aldon Smith. Aldon Smith, the 49ers outside linebacker, Jeff, and best pass rusher, was given a harsh 9-game suspension for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy and its substance abuse policy. It's a big blow that will affect a San Francisco team with Super Bowl hopes. What's wrong with this picture? I know.
I want to say something, and I'm going to make Josh laugh really loud. So it's a good thing he's not on the line with us. You might laugh really loud too.
All right.
I want to pull a Skip Bayless. I want to change my record for the San Francisco 49ers. I want to pull a Skip Bayless. I want to change my mind. Look at Josh. I knew it was going to happen. I knew he was going to say something. Josh said, 6-10 49ers. Told you, Sean. I knew he was going to say something. I want to pull a Skip Bayless. What did I say the 49ers were going to be?
I got to pop up the records.
Like that? 10-6 or something like that.
11-5,
9-7. I want to change my mind. I want to change my mind.
Jeff said the 49ers will be 10-6 for the 2014 NFL season.
I got to change my mind. I don't like that. That's not right.
Oh, no. What are you going to change it as?
Who did I have in front of them? Seattle, right?
You had Seattle at 12-4. You had the Rams at 9-7, and the Cardinals 8-8.
Let's make the Cardinals 8-8. I'm going to put the freaking 49ers at 7-9.
Ooh, and you're going to put the Rams at 9-7, I guess, huh?
What do I have the Rams at right now?
9-7 and second in place. You had them at third before we made the switch.
Oh, I'm switching it. Look at Josh. Stick to your convictions. Okay, Josh.
7 and
okay,
9
you know what,
49ers.
Sean? Put it back. Put it back, Sean. Put it back.
Never mind.
Put it back, Sean. He's right. He's right. Josh, the producer is right. The producer is absolutely right. I got to stick to my stupid remarks. He's absolutely correct.
What? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
This is what Nick is saying. Did you see CBS Sports said that Harbaugh will leave the 49ers and go to the Cowboys?
I would not be shocked one stinking bit.
Oh, my gosh. That is not right. No, don't do that, Harbaugh. You're going to go right to the place where Jerry Jones is.
And then right after that, so will Adrian Peterson.
That's why I'm saying Jason Garrett's job is on the line.
Hey, Nicholas, I made the Rams 9-7 before freaking whatchamacallit went down with his knee. Bradshaw? What's his name? For the Rams? Before the Rams quarterback lost his freaking ligament again. Okay, I got to stick with my conviction. I can't pull a Skip Bayless. You're absolutely correct, Josh. What am I thinking? You know what, Dr. Myth? You're absolutely correct, Dr. Myth. Dr. Myth says, Jeff not sticking to your convictions? I'm surprised. I expect Sean to not stick to his convictions since he's the Glory supporter.
Whoa! Myth,
yeah,
Myth. Words.
I like that.
Harbaugh career will be over. That's what the encyclopedia man says.
I'm staying with my picks. Don't change my pick, Sean, okay?
Okay.
I'm staying with the pick 10-7. I'm not Skip Bayless. I'm not changing. Even though I want to pull a Skip Bayless, I'm not going to. How funny is that? Jim Harbaugh is going to be over there next year because I've been thinking about that same thing. And then Adrian Peterson's going to come to follow, and they're going to get rid of Tony Romo, and everything's going to change. Watch.
It's more entertaining if you do a poll, a Skip Bayless. Do it. That's what Nicholas says.
Skip Bayless. I'm not doing. You know why? Because I'm better than Skip Bayless. I stick to my convictions. That's why.
Unlike Skip Bayless before the beginning of the year said that Cleveland and Dallas are going to meet up in the Super Bowl.
Unlike Skip Bayless, unlike Skip Bayless, I refuse to treat my mind like a woman and change it. I'm sticking to my convictions. You like that one, Sean? That's right. Women have the prerogative to change their mind. Well, obviously, Skip Bayless is a woman, and he has the prerogative to change his mind, too. So, you know what? I'm sticking to my convictions. I'm not changing my mind. That's what real men do, Sean and Skip.
Oh, don't even compare me to Skip Bayless. Give me a break.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, why do you put my name in there? You can just put Skip Bayless in there only.
No, I have to throw your name in there because you pulled the biggest switcheroo on all of us at Sports World Radio that I've ever seen in my life.
Got to hear that.
What would be entertaining would be Jeff pull a Vince McMahon on Bayless. That would be entertaining, Dr. Myth. I'd pay money to see that.
Encyclopedia Man says,
Yeah.
Skip Bayless is a hooker?
Pretty much. Yeah. He works for ESPN, doesn't he? Doesn't he? He pimps himself out to ESPN.
He works on ESPN, and he thinks that he knows everything.
And I bet you ESPN told him to change his mind. Told him you can't say Cleveland and Dallas are going to be in the Super Bowl. You have to change your mind. So he did.
Boo, Sean, for changing. Hey, Nick, stuff it. I knew this was just coming up. I am not another Skip Bayless. Give me a break. At least I'm not like him and say my. I don't say that. I leave that out of there.
Yeah, Sean did the biggest flip of them all. When Sean started on the show, he was a New York Jet fan. Hey, Sean.
Yawn.
Hey,
Next,
Sean.
we're talking about.
Hey, Sean, who's your favorite football team?
I'm a New England Patriots fan. I got a Patriots hat on right now.
And he started as a Jet fan, and now he roots for the Patriots. What kind of crap is that?
It's a free country, isn't it? Isn't it like politics? You know, you can be a flip-flopper. 1 minute you could be a Democrat, then you could switch and be a Republican, or you could be a Republican and you could switch to a Democrat or like an independent. You know that stuff too.
You want to know something? That's something Skip would say. Skip Bayless Jr.
I am not Skip Bayless Jr.
That would be something Skip would say.
Extremity.
That would be something Skip would say.
You guys are killing me.
That would be something Skip would say.
44 minutes after the hour, and we're talking about a 49er player got busted 9 games, and what happens? It goes directly to me.
How did it? We started the talk with Alden Smith, and we ended it with you. How did we get from Alden Smith to you?
I don't know. We were talking about the 49ers. Come on.
They're in trouble, aren't they? And you want to know something? There's only one. There's only one person in Sports World Radio that got it right, and it really upsets me to say it. And that's the producer, Josh. But we'll see, because we don't know yet. He's got him sitting at 6-10. I got him at 10-6. What do you have him at?
I had the 49ers, I believe, at 10-6 myself.
10-6. What did Nick have him? Did he do the 49ers with us?
I don't think he did the 49ers.
We got to get. You know what we got to do? Hey, Nick. You got availability to come on the line with us after we come back from break and do the rest of the conferences that you didn't get a chance to do when you were not on the show? I'd like to get that done. If not, we'll bring you in at the top after the top of the hour, and we'll do it then. We're going to run to our first update of the day, right? It's time for our first update, right there, Sean?
Yes, it is.
This first update is brought to you by ShirtShopper.net. NFL season's coming, boys and girls. You want to be wearing your NFL shirts? Head on over to ShirtShopper.net. Head on over to the sports tab. Put your cursor over it. In the drop-down, click on NFL. Click your favorite team. Get your NFL shirt today at ShirtShopper.net. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you, everybody. Welcome to Sports World Radio, the first of 2 updates on this Friday, the 29th of August, 2014. Here we go. Here's the games that we have right now from last night in the NFL preseason. Thursday night, the Jaguars and the Falcons. Falcons take it 24-14. The Lions shut out the Bills 23-0. Bengals 35, Colts 7. Eagles 37, Jets 7. Dolphins 14, the Rams 13. Packers 34, Chiefs 14, Steelers and the Panthers. Panthers take it 10-0. Giants over the Patriots 16-13. Redskins 24, Buccaneers 10. The Ravens 22, Saints 13. Bears and Browns. Browns take the game 33-13. 49ers all over the Texans 40-13. Vikings over the Titans 19-3. 27-3, the Broncos over the winless Dallas Cowboys in the preseason. Chargers 12, Cardinals 9, and the Raiders over the Seahawks by a score of 41-31. In the major leagues, we got plenty of action coming up on this Friday night. American League, it'll be the Twins at the Orioles, Yankees taking on the Blue Jays, Red Sox at the Rays, Tigers at the White Sox, Indians at the Royals, Rangers at the Astros, Athletics at the Angels, and interleague play, it'll be the Nationals taking on the Mariners. The Reds at the Pirate National League right now. Phillies at the Mets. Marlins at the Braves. Cubs at the Cardinals. Rockies at the Diamondbacks. Dodgers at Padres. And lastly, it'll be the Brewers taking on the Giants. That is your update for Sports World Radio on this Friday, the 29th of 2014. This update was brought to you by ShirtShopper.net. When we come back from update, we got plenty of more sports talk to get to. Be right back after the commercial.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us here today. Jam-packed show going on here at Sports World Radio. Lots and lots to get to. If you guys missed the first part of the show, you missed a lot. We had Don Chaffin on of the band, D2 the band, come and hang out with us for a half hour, and then near the end of the interview, we talked a little Dallas Cowboys football with him because he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, which I feel sorry for him. So now every time I talk bad about the Cowboys, I get to think about him and I get to laugh.
Nick says he cannot talk right now on Skype.
Well, you stink. How about that? How about that? You stink.
I don't think he did the NFC West and the AFC East, NFC East. I don't know if Nick did that. I'm not sure.
We'll get it. We'll have to get him. He's in the Pick'em group, so we're okay there. We got no problem there.
Yeah, well, Frank's having trouble with that.
Well, Frank is a little miniature you with that.
Gosh dang it.
Because last time we had somebody who was having trouble who couldn't figure out how to get in was you, and that was what, 5 years ago?
Yes, back in March of 2009, Jeff blew a gasket at me, and it was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, and it's lucky Frank's not on the air with us right now, because you know what would happen, don't you? Don't you? What would happen?
I'd
be blowing
never hear the end of it.
I'd be blowing a gasket.
Well, it would appear that my good buddy Sean Mann had trouble with getting it.
Sean figured it out. What the hell's the matter with you, Frank? Hey, Nicholas can type his predictions in right now, so tell him the divisions that he needs to give us his predictions for. And then, just whatever, the AFC East, North, whatever the hell it is. Just type it in like that on the chat board, and then that rat son of a bitch can give us his predictions. Hey, Frank, please, you better be in the Pick'em League by the time you come on the show Tuesday. Because if you're not, the first thing I'm going to do when I bring you on the air is I'm going to rip you a new one. I'm just telling you in advance, so get ready for it.
Frank is going to be ready for it. The windbag will be saying, I can take Escal on. I'd beat him in debates, probably.
The big wind. That's what it is. It's the big wind. It's not the windbag. It's the big. His nickname is the Big Wind. I like that. I'm dubbing him the Big Wind.
Nick says I can type my predictions
I know.
now.
So what divisions does he need? The AFC what? The NFC what? Tell him. And he'll type
Nick,
it in.
you need the AFC East, the NFC East, and you need the NFC West and the AFC West.
There you go, Nicholas.
Those are the 4 divisions you need so I can add them to my Word document.
There you go, Nicholas. There it is right there, Nicholas. One of those ones. I have a feeling that Windbag is getting the McMahon treatment. I think Dr. Myth likes it better when the big wind is not in the house.
I got a bone to pick. Who got a bone to pick with, Encyclopedia Man?
Probably got a bone to pick with me. What else is new?
Speak up, spit it out. Let's hear it.
He's got a bone to pick with the leader. Bring it on, woman. AFC East for Nicholas. Are you ready? I'll read them off to you so you can write them down. Are you ready?
All right, ready.
Patriots 12-4.
Yeah.
Jets 7-9. Dolphins 6-10. Buffalo 6-10. Hey, those freaking Dolphins logos? What the hell's going on there in Miami?
I guess they're trying to be creative there, Jeff.
That new dolphin that they got there, that new dolphin's rainbow flaggish. I'm just saying. Dr. Miss says, I like it better regardless if the big wind is in or out of the house. He gets the same amount of crap from me.
Speaking as an honest Cowboy fan, here's what Nick said in the NFC East.
You
Take a
ready?
look at that, Jeff.
The NFC East. Eagles 9-7. Redskins 8-8. Giants 8-8. Cowboys 7-9. Yeah, that's a good league there. Woohoo! That's a tough league there.
All right, there.
God.
Nick got both of those.
I like
for
how
you.
he's got his
Big
Cowboys
time.
under 500, though. That's kind of nice. You should
Jerry
have said
Jones
that.
will let go of Jason Garrett. Harbaugh goes there. Adrian Peterson goes there. And then the
Nicholas-
Cowboys think, oh, we got America's team back.
Nicholas, you should have said that when Don was in the house, scaredy cat.
Well, we didn't bring up divisions. We should have maybe. It's our fault, Jeff. Maybe we should have said something about divisions. Huh?
Yeah. Well, you could tell Don has been a freaking Cowboy fan since he's been knee-high to a grasshopper.
Myth, that's funny. Josh at the World Heavyweight Bandwagon Champions. God, you guys are killing me over here. Wow. AFC West.
Is Alden Smith's 9-game suspension a little more, or is it right, or is it?
I think with Roger Goodell now, he's trying to say
coming
that
down,
it's
man.
my football league. I'm the commissioner. I'm going to start being disciplined to other people now.
Okay,
9-game suspension.
Here's AFC West for Nicholas. Are you ready?
Yeah, I got it.
Broncos 12-4. Chargers 9-7. Chiefs 8-8. Raiders 4-12.
Oh, the poor Raiders.
The Raiders will be 4-12. Way to go, Raider fans. Look forward to that, kids. They still don't know who their starting quarterback is. How about that? How about that? NFL players are getting suspended left and right in the NFL, aren't they? You know
Yeah,
who's-
they're getting busted. Roger Goodell's not taking any more junk. Oh, NFC West.
You ready for the NFC West?
Yeah.
Seahawks 11-5. 49ers 8-8. Cardinals 7-5. And the Rams 4-12. See, Nicholas, that's not fair. Because you get to make all these predictions after all this stuff has happened. We made our predictions 2 weeks ago. None of this crap happened.
still can't believe, Encyclopedia Man, that you picked the 49ers to be 6-10.
And
What
he
the
did
heck's
that
the matter
before.
with you?
And he did that before all this crap happened. So he might be the smartest one of the bunch, which is really sticks in my craw.
Look what he says. Is it an upset if Dallas beats San Fran in week 1?
Yes.
It will be.
Yes. I got San Francisco. You know what? I'm going to find it very hard for me to pick Dallas winning this year. Josh, you might want to pay attention to see how many times I actually picked Dallas to win this year versus Jacksonville. Might be kind of interesting. But I do believe I got San Francisco winning the game 1 against Dallas. If Dallas beats San Francisco, that is an upset. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt in my mind. And on that note, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. You're listening to Jeff Escal, Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, boys and girls, what's the apps here? Sports World Radio, Jeff Escal, Sean, man. Sean and I are having a lot of fun on the phone in the background, man. Sean's laughing his butt off back there.
I sure am, because I just found out some information for you folks.
Come on, bring it.
The Dallas Cowboys play the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 10 on November 9th.
Week 10, November 9th, in Jacksonville. My nightmare is going to come true. I'm going to have to make a decision, right?
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm kind of hoping that...
Is that in England, Nick? Oh, my God.
That game's in England?
Yeah.
Oh, that game is in England?
That's what Nick is saying, in England.
No, Jacksonville not giving up a home game. That must be Dallas is giving up the home game. Because Jacksonville ain't giving it up. I'm telling you right now.
What are you saying before that, Jeff? You were saying Dallas against Jacksonville.
I'm going to have to make a decision on who to pick in that game, but it's going to depend on their schedule. That's Week 10. So
November 9th.
So if the Cowboys are 500 or under, I most likely won't pick them. What does that say to you there, Nicholas? I didn't say who I was picking. I just gave you a little taunt because I didn't say their name. And we'll get there when we get there. But my nightmare is coming true. Jacksonville versus Dallas. I'm not too thrilled about that. Blake Bortles will destroy Dallas. Well, the way Dallas's defense is, Josh Lopez would destroy Dallas.
You have to remember this, though. Jerry Jones has continued to make the belief that this year the Dallas Cowboys will be hosting NFL playoff games and going to the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Sure.
And then he'll probably say, what do you guys think of me now? That I'm the best owner, president, and general manager ever. That's what he probably would say.
I don't believe you. Me no believe you.
That's not saying much is what Nick is saying in the chat board.
And I don't believe him. There's no NFL tonight, right? All NFL is done now. Until
the NFL preseason is
over.
all complete. Next Thursday
Finito.
is opening night. Opening day. It's going to be Seattle playing Green Bay.
Finito. And now the college football season. Ugh.
Jerry Jones came out, this is what Nick said, came out last week and said Dallas will struggle this year. Guy's flip-flopping.
Who?
Jerry did. Jerry Jones said that. That's what Nick's saying in the chat board.
Jerry came out last week and said Dallas will struggle this year?
Yeah.
Did somebody hit him in the head and he got a dose of reality?
Well, what happens when Dallas starts winning? And then he'll say, told you my Cowboys were going to start winning games this year and make the playoffs. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what excuses he comes up with when they're under 500. It's going to be a lot of fun,
excuses he comes out with.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the excuses he comes up with when they're under 500. Well, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. Romo this, Romo that. Our defense this, our defense that. Watch. That's what's going to happen. I'm just letting you know. Hey, don't forget, we got the Rap Bastard of the Week coming up in the second hour of the show, which we are in already. I want to thank again Don Chaffin, the lead singer of D2, for coming on in and hanging out with us in the first half hour of the show. If you missed that, when we wrap this up, catch the podcast of it, bitches. What do you got for me next, Sean?
All right, we're talking about the 49ers, about their penalty, about what happened to
We're still
Aldon
talking about
Smith,
that
who
guy?
got suspended 9 games.
Still talking about that guy?
That's Move to the next story.
That's our
Minnesota
starting
Vikings
point, right?
Wide receiver Simpson gets a 3-game suspension by the NFL. Boy, players are getting hit with suspensions and fines. You can name it.
That's what I said to you.
Huh?
That's what I said to you. Players are getting hit left and right with suspensions.
Yeah, I know. I heard it, but I was laughing so hard because of everybody going after me and all the stinking bandwagon junk. Jerome Simpson has been suspended for 3 games for violating the NFL's substance abuse policy, his second such punishment in 3 seasons.
He's in trouble, ain't he?
He's in trouble just like Ray Rice and Aldon Smith. The list just goes on and on. And somebody just turned on their Skype. Oh, Encyclopedia Man did.
Nah, who cares? He's not important.
Well, I thought you were going to bring him in for the WWE tonight, huh? Yeah.
Why? There's no pay-per-view.
No pay-per-view. Well, I thought he'd give us like a recap of the past week's events with the WWE.
I know what's going on. I watch it. I read articles on it.
Offensive coordinator Norv Turner asked recently about the possibility of losing Simpson, the team's the best deep threat, dismissed any concern. Quote, you have to have a varied plan. Unfortunately, in this game, guys miss, Turner said. So Simpson traveled to NFL headquarters last week for an appeal hearing, but his effort ultimately had no effect on the ban. Simpson was arrested last November on suspicion of drunken driving, and in January he pleaded guilty to careless driving and refusing to submit to a chemical test while avoiding the DUI charge. Well, finally, you got to admit, though, that Roger Goodell is finally, like the letter you read yesterday, Jeff, he's finally saying, well, finally I'm going to get off my duff and do something about this.
Nothing to do about it. He's in trouble. right?
Right.
Well, a lot of people get in trouble in the NFL.
A lot of players are, and that's probably he's saying that's the only way they're going to learn is that we can put some discipline in place. Oh, look at Encyclopedia Man already says, "Hey, that's nice, Jeff. I would have loved to come on the air with you guys."
I know, but I didn't offer it to him.
Yeah, well, his Skype is on.
It's not Friday before pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, legendary.
And then starting,
how about
and then starting a week from tomorrow, he'll be coming on the NFL show with us every Saturday. So he'll be on the air.
Yeah.
Producers are supposed to be helped. Producers are supposed to not be heard, just seen by us.
Well, you could talk about this if you bring him on. If you do, legendary wrestler Jake the Snake Roberts has been admitted to a Las Vegas hospital in intensive care with double pneumonia, according to reports.
I know. I read the article. Guy's old. How old is that guy? 65?
I'm looking, and it doesn't have an
66?
age about how old he is.
I think he's right. Josh will put it in there because he knows.
Roberts was in a coma for 24 hours, but has regained consciousness. That's good. Wish him the best of luck. Hopefully he'll recover.
Man. He's old and he's decrepit. He can't walk that much anymore, man. You know, Jake the Snake. He's a Hall of Famer. He's in the Hall. Good for him. He was a great wrestler back in the day. With the snake and everything. I know you don't watch wrestling, dude. I know. Hey, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Now that Indianapolis owner Jim Irsay's case in court is finally done, what is Roger Goodell going to do to him? Because he's coming down hard on all these players. What is he going to do with Irsay?
I tell you, if Roger Goodell doesn't put any disciplinary action, hey, Gio, good to see you, bud. Haven't seen you around. If he doesn't put any disciplinary action on Jim Irsay, then we have got one screwed up NFL commissioner. Because here, all these NFL players are getting busted, penalized, and et cetera, et cetera. They're just getting in trouble. And then all of a sudden, you don't have anything happen to Jim Irsay for the mischief he got himself into.
Gio comes in the room and hangs out, but he can't hear. He can't hear the show. He's the only person I know that comes to the show, that comes to the show and can't listen to it. You can't.
Gio, you got to fix this. Whatever it is, get yourself a new computer.
It's not that. It's just Spreaker. Spreaker's the only place he can't hear.
Stupid Spreaker. Good grief.
It's the only place he can't hear.
You can't hear a darn thing. All that hair on his face is blocking his ear.
No,
Encyclopedia Man, that is cold,
It's
buddy.
only Spreaker.
Wow.
It's only Spreaker. It's freaking hilarious, man. It's hilarious. I gave him another link to see if that would work, and I don't know if it did. I don't know if it did. That's freaking hilarious, because he wanted to hear the interview with Don. Oh, it didn't work. That other link didn't work neither. So he can't hear me talking right now. He comes to the show. He comes to a sports show, and he can't hear. He's hanging out in the chat room. I think that's great. That's so freaking hilarious.
Must be your computer. That's what you get living where you live. LOL. Wow, Encyclopedia Man, that is cold. That's low right there to say that, Gio.
That's what you get for living where you live. Hey, Gio lives in New York, and he's a Giant fan. It was a good thing that freaking he wasn't able to hear Don. He says, my computer thinks Jeff is a rat bastard. That's why it won't let him listen to the show. He can hear. He goes to YouTube. He can hear YouTube videos. He goes to Ustream. He can hear Ustream. He goes anywhere else. Look, everything else is fine. He can hear everything else. He can hear anything and everything else but Spreaker. How about that?
See, my computer thinks Jeff is a...
Everything works for him.
Unauthorized audio and a Cowboy fans are on.
YouTube works for him, but not Spreaker. Right? It's freaking crazy. It's hilarious, man. It cracks me up. We were talking about it on Facebook earlier today, him and I. And he said, yeah, I can hear everywhere from everything, except I can't listen to Spreaker because I can't hear any show on Spreaker. And only Spreaker. YouTube works, Ustream works. Anytime somebody sends them audio, everything works but Spreaker. How funny is that, Sean?
It's funny.
That's hilarious, ain't it? I think that's freaking hilarious, man. I really do. I really, really do. I think that's hilarious. Hey, we're going to run to a quick break. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Sean Man on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city.
I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, man, right here each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
Man, it's getting hot in the studio. All right, Sean, what do you got for me next?
17 minutes past the hour. The next story that we get to on Friday, the 29th of August, 2014. Brooke Lopez says he's confident he'll be better than ever. With the Brooklyn Nets season coming up, he believes that the Nets are going to be the top team and maybe in the East and that they'll contend and they'll be back.
Think so?
Brooklyn Nets, Brooke Lopez has spoken. I don't think so. Has spoken briefly with former Cleveland Cavaliers center Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who also underwent ostomy procedure during his playing career. But Lopez doesn't think their situations are going to be exactly the same.
No, I don't think so either. But I don't think they're going to be good either.
Brooklyn's probably celebrating still because the Knicks didn't make the playoffs, and Brooklyn made the playoffs this year.
So what?
Jeff is like saying, did they win a championship? No.
Big deal. So what?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at George. He's giving me the middle finger. Look at Gio.
Watch the birdie. like Top Gun. All right, so I don't think Brooklyn will be very good this year. Paul Pierce left. He went to the Wizards and signed with them. Jason Kidd left as head coach and took over as Milwaukee Bucks head coach.
Yeah, that's a debacle and a half waiting to happen right there, too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was a very smart move, but we'll see.
That was a mistake, and it's going to be a bad mistake because with Jason Kidd going to the Milwaukee Bucks, the Bucks are going to be another year of rebuilding.
Hey, is Paul Pierce still with the Nets?
Paul Pierce?
Yes, he's still with the Nets?
No, Paul Pierce is a Washington Wizard.
Oh, he's a Washington Wizard now. That's right.
You're thinking of KG. I think Kevin Garnett is with the Brooklyn Nets. Encyclopedia Man would have to look that up to me.
Washington Wizard. Way to go. He's gone from being a Boston Celtic his whole career to playing for 3 teams now. That's pretty messed up, man. Even LeBron James has only played for 2 teams. Right?
Yep.
Man. All right, what else you got for me?
So, yeah, I don't think Brooklyn will be good. Yeah, another story that we have coming out is back to the Dallas Cowboys. You know how Encyclopedia Man just burst Jeff's bubble? Well, here we go. Jones still holds the grudge against Johnson. In the 20 years since Jimmy Johnson left the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones has had 6 head coaches. For some reason, Jones still can't get over the breakup. And that is why Jimmy Johnson, who led the Dallas Cowboys to a pair of Super Bowls, will probably never get into the Ring of Honor.
It's because they still don't see eye to eye. You know, they're not friends no more, are they?
I don't know I don't think their relationship was the best because when Jones came in, he hired Jimmy Johnson because they were like college buddies.
Yeah, and Jimmy Johnson and Jimmy Johnson did what he needed to do, and Jones let him, and then Jimmy Johnson left because Jones wouldn't let him do it no more, and now look at the team.
Yep.
The team stinks. That's because he's the GM, and he stinks at it.
It would make more sense if Jones simply said he didn't like Johnson and didn't want him in the Ring of Honor. Johnson helped take a broken franchise to a championship as the Cowboys went from 1-15 to 2-time Super Bowl champs in 5 seasons, as he was there from 1989 to 1994, and then after that it was Barry Switzer who took over for Jimmy Johnson.
Right. Unbelievable.
With all the coaching changes and, of course, with all that he's made, but Jimmy did a good job with Dallas. You know, he turned them around. They were kind of in the 90s, and they were really what they call, again, America's team.
Well, I don't think they're America's team anymore. Sure as hell ain't my team. Sure as heck ain't my team.
Encyclopedia Man, he said that going back to the Cavs, he goes, watch David Blatt be ranked number 5 in the ESPN.com coaching ranks. And Jeff goes, that'll irk me off.
That's not right. He's in the top 5 in the ESPN.com coaching ranks. Why? Guy's never coached in the NBA, period.
They're probably saying, oh, because we have LeBron James.
I don't
With
give a
LeBron
flying
James
fig
being
Newton.
there, we're going to rule the NBA next year.
Yeah, lots of luck with that happening. Hey, people, you better hope and pray LeBron James don't get hurt. If he gets hurt, you might as well kiss your team goodbye.
For Cleveland fans.
That's right. You might as well kiss your team goodbye if he gets hurt.
And then Blatt goes to the basement for the NBA coaches.
If they give him a top 5 rating for NBA coaches, I don't get it. Guy's never coached in the NBA. He's never coached an NBA team. I don't get it.
Well, that's according to what the experts say, Jeff.
They're schmucks. Okay? I'll say it, and I'll say it right to their face. They're schmucks. Their so-called experts are wrong, and they're morons. They don't know what they're talking about.
Just Eric Spoelstra was overrated. That's what the Encyclopedia Man brings up.
There's a learning curve from coming from international ball to the NBA. Players are bigger, faster, and stronger in the NBA than they are in the international game. Okie dokie?
Yes.
Unbelievable. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see what everybody else sees. Maybe call me crazy or call me the smart one. It's your choice. or I got something. Call me crazy or call me the chosen one.
Just Eric
Because I just don't see it. Because I just don't see it.
And then you have Blatt as a top 5. Jeff's is like saying that is so impossible. That's a screwed up coaching ranks system.
It is. It's way screwed up. It's way screwed up. way screwed up.
That's funny. Yeah, other news in the NBA, kind of going with it. Donald Sterling, here we go again, says the Clippers deal started with 2 numbers. When asked how much money she wanted to sell the LA Clippers, the wife of disgraced team owner Donald Sterling handed a piece of paper to her lawyer with 2 numbers, $1.5 million to $2 billion. What was written was understood. She meant billions. Shocking figures for a franchise that until recently was a perpetual loser. But Shelley Sterling soon brokered a deal to part with the team for a record $2 billion, selling it to former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer, a buyer whose name she did not know at first.
They made out like bandits out of that deal. Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah. I'm pretty much just kind of glad that now that the Donald Sterling debacle, as you could say, is all over with, because sure got annoying for a while, but you knew Sterling wasn't going to go away without a fight.
Well,
he was going to appeal it. He was going to fight the NBA all the way
he's
about it.
He's still fighting the NBA, and from what I understand, Sterling's girlfriend, Viva Vistano, or whatever the heck her name is going to be on the Dr. Phil show coming up in September, and it's supposed to drop some bombs about Mr. Sterling. So she's not done yet with him.
Not done either. So it just seems like this thing could drag on and on and on, and that's the way we could kind of look at it. In an exclusive interview Thursday with the Associated Press, she offered details about negotiating one of the richest deals in sports after her husband's racist rant to a girlfriend prompted the NBA to ban him for life and force him to give up the team. That's when she stepped in.
Well, yeah, she did the right thing, and they bought the team for $12 million. Sold it for $2 billion. Holy freaking cannoli, Batman. Come on.
Yeah, for a lot of money, but this has been rough. It was a painful moment in a 59-year marriage. She said he has since apologized. She blames his illness. The marriage has had rough patches, she said, and the two have been estranged since the death of their diabetic son from a drug overdose last year. She remembered their high school romance when he crashed her 16th birthday party and the years they spent building a real estate portfolio of 160 apartment buildings in L.A. Asked if she knew her husband was unfaithful over the years, she says, she goes, quote, "I can't say if I was blind to it or I didn't know to ask. I was raising my 3 kids, and I was very involved in taking care of the buildings. There were always excuses that he was working with one girl or another. Maybe I didn't want to realize it." So it's been a painful thing and been a long year for the Sterling family since what happened back in late April.
Now, who's to blame for that? They are.
Yeah, and your encyclopedia man, well said. As big of a issue since the Penn State Joe Paterno situation.
And and it's not over yet, because she's going to come out and give all these other accusations about him, that he's a homosexual and all that, this and that. So it's not over, my friends.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not over. It's far from being over. Far from being over. It'll be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, very interesting to see what happens and what can they do. It won't go away. It won't die quickly, but it's kind of dragging away, but they're still dragging on with it. She's going to pull a Linda Hogan on him. That's what Encyclopedia Man says.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to. And if they get divorced in the state of California, she gets half of everything. So she's going to be a very rich woman anyway. That's why they really haven't divorced. because they'd have
There's a
to
little
split because they'd have to split everything up, and all the stuff that they have, it'll take freaking years to split up. That's why they haven't gotten a divorce, really, in my opinion.
Well, here's what they say, Jeff. 2 minutes before we go to the final update, she considered divorce, but was told by lawyers that a split would be, quote, of no benefit. Quote, what's the point at our age? She said. I still feel sorry for him. I think he's going to make it right, and he'll be okay. These days, she said, the two are, quote, on better terms. They are not to talk about the case, but they have a business together. So, quote, so we have to talk, she said. Asked about his mental condition, she said her husband has been, quote, a little better, a little sweeter, and softer.
He's probably taking his meds.
Probably taking his medications and just relaxing and resting and just trying to get through it day by day because, you know, Donald Sterling is going to miss not being the owner of the LA Clippers this season. You do know if the NBA would have said, we'll give it right back to you as NBA owner, then that would have led to so many departures. What I'm getting at, Doc Rivers would have left, Chris Paul would have left, the list goes on.
Yeah, that would have never happened since they banned them from life, so that would have never happened.
Yeah, and all the other NBA players who are going to be free agents probably would. I don't want to play for a guy who made immature and inappropriate comments.
Exactly. Now, that would have happened. Hey, we're going to run to our final update of the day. We got a new sponsor for our update. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Listen, ladies, are you sick and tired of going to the bathroom only to see the toilet seat up? Or better yet, how mad do you get when you see the toilet seat down and urine all over it? Either way, you now have to touch the toilet. Well, now with The Flipper, you never ever have to touch the toilet seat ever again. So head on over to flipperflipper.com to get your flipper today. That's flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the last update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff, and thank you, everybody. Welcome to the final update for Sports World Radio. We are 30 minutes past the hour, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, on Friday, August 29th, 2014. Let's get to Major League Baseball in the National League right now. Bottom of the second inning down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Reds and the Pirates right now, that game is scoreless. The Phillies and the Mets, same thing. Top second, no score. Marlins at the Braves, Cubs at Cardinals, Rockies at Diamondbacks, Dodgers at Padres. Lastly, it'll be the Brewers taking on the Giants. In interleague play tonight, it'll be the Mariners hosting the Nationals, as the Nationals, of course, are leading the National League East, and the Mariners are in a battle with the Diamondbacks, actually not the Diamondbacks, but with the Tigers for the second American League wildcard spot. Here's the American League games in progress right now. The Twins and the Orioles, no score in that one, bottom of the second inning. The Yankees at the Blue Jays in what is kind of a pivotal series for both teams because they're trying to slightly hang with Seattle and Detroit for the second wild card spot. The Red Sox have struck for 3 runs against the Tampa Bay Rays. They're up 3-0. Tampa Bay, of course, slipping a little bit too for that second wild card spot. They're sitting 6.5 games behind both Detroit and Seattle for the second wild card spot. The Tigers at the White Sox tonight. Tigers, of course, are sitting a half game behind the Kansas City Royals for the American League Central. They're taking on the White Sox tonight. Indians at the Royals. Royals, of course, leading the American League Central. Rangers at the Astros, and a key matchup in the American League West. It'll be the Athletics taking on the Angels. In the NFL for yesterday, the preseason has concluded. All the games are done. Here are the finals from yesterday's games. The Jaguars and the Falcons. The Falcons take it 24-14 in Jacksonville, Florida. The Lions shut out the Bills 23-0. Bengals all over the Colts 35-7, just like the Eagles all over the Jets 37-7. The Dolphins by a point against the Rams 14-13. Packers 34-14 over the Chiefs. Panthers 10, Steelers 0. The Giants 16, Patriots 13. 24-10, the Redskins over the Buccaneers. Ravens over the Saints 22-13. Browns all over the Bears 33-13. Same goes for the 49ers, 40-13 against the Houston Texans. Vikings do the same thing, easy game, 19-13 over the Titans. Broncos, easy, 27-3. 12-9, the Chargers over the Cardinals. And the other game was a high-scoring game, 41-31, the Raiders over the Seahawks. So that concludes the 2014 NFL preseason. We are going to run to commercial. When we come back from our commercial break, we have more sports talk. This update was brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Stay fire safe this winter. Turn portable heaters off when you go to bed or leave the room. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away. Plug portable heaters directly into wall outlets. Inspect and replace damaged cords, broken outlets, or loose connections. Use portable heaters with an automatic shutoff so that if they tip over, they turn off. Only use portable heaters approved by a recognized testing laboratory. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann here, bringing you 2 hours of the fastest sports talk on the internet. I can guarantee you that. We do this show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
That's right. And you can check us out on SportsWorldRadio.com. If you want to come and hang out in the chat room, we're over at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Get yourself a free account. Come and hang out in the chat room with us if you want. Want to give us a call? 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. And follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. What do you got next for us, Sean?
The next story that we go to Major League Baseball. The Chicago White Sox to donate $20,000 to the Jackie Robinson West Little League team Saturday, and they'll donate $20,000. Jackie Robinson West won the United States title at the recently completed Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch, wasn't it? I made a statement earlier
Yeah.
I've watched more Little League baseball than I have regular baseball. And it's true. It's true. I'm not even watching regular baseball.
It is true, and it seems like that's what a lot of people are watching, and that everybody's kind of like saying, well, this will go faster. Let's just get Major League Baseball season over with. Well, look at it this way: Major League Baseball season ends, I think, September 28th, or it's coming up. MLB will be over with, but for the White Sox to donate $20,000 to the Jackie Robinson West Little League team, that was an awesome tribute. That's a nice thing to do and very classy.
It's mighty white of them.
In addition, the team's run in the 2014 Little League World Series will be recognized with a plaque at the U.S. Cellular Field that will be unveiled next season.
Nice.
The White Sox are encouraging all fans attending Saturday's second game of the doubleheader to wear gold in honor of the Jackie Robinson's West All-Stars.
That should be fun. That should be fun for the kids.
Be fun for the kids and for the families with baseball season winding down.
After all, that's all what it's about is the kids. Right?
Yep.
After all, that's what it's about, the kids.
Correct? Yeah, I think Bob Lemon had a saying that baseball is also a kids game. You make it fun for the kids, and for kids who like to watch the game, play the game, just try to do some stuff and then for them to do it in major leagues, that's great.
Pittsburgh lose yet today?
The Penguins
the
Pirates.
Pirates. Yeah, I'm looking at it. 0-0 top of the third. They're playing Cincinnati. I'm looking at the National League wild card standings. 2 games out for the Pirates. So sorry, Wes. So sorry, Wes.
Well, Wes has a belief they'll go 20-4 and they'll make the playoffs.
Well, how many games are left?
Let's see. I don't know. It's going really fast. I'll have to see. Hold on. Let me take a look here and see how many games are left here.
How many games are left?
I'm taking a look here, Jeff. Well, let's see. There's been a total of 133 games played right now this season. So there's about 29 games, 30 games left.
What is it, 162 games?
Yep, and there's been 133 that have been played.
About 30 games left?
Yeah, 30 or 29.
That's not too bad. Yeah, about 132. Yeah, about 132 games have been played. 132, 133 games have been played. Right in that neighborhood.
That's exactly right, Encyclopedia Man. The Steelers did get shut out yesterday 10-0.
Way to go, Steelers. Game. See, that's what happens, Wes, when you come on the show. And you talk about your Pittsburgh Steelers. See what happened? You jinxed them. They didn't even score a touchdown yesterday. Hey, you know what time they played that freaking Charger game out here?
What time?
That game didn't start, I believe, until 10 o'clock at night on TV.
Late game, West Coast.
No, the game was we got it tape delayed. We didn't get to watch it live. So we had to wait till the game was over. So the game I don't think started till like 10:30. Ferguson didn't come on until after 2 o'clock in the morning.
And you were busy working in your studio.
Freaking crazy, man. That's freaking nuts. Yeah, game came on late, and I didn't even know the game was on. I was flipping through the channels. I went to go watch some David Letterman, and the game was on. I was like, what the hell is this? So, it didn't matter. It wasn't a lot. I don't even think they showed the stands because they knew there wasn't a lot of people there.
And other news for donations, we moved to the NBA. The Boston Celtics forward Jeff Green is donating $1 million to Georgetown's new athletic center. The university announced the gift from the former Hoyas star on Thursday, Green's 28th birthday. He helped lead Georgetown to the Final Four in 2007 and was the number 5 overall pick in the NBA draft that year.
Okay.
I think it's always cool, and it's so classy when you see players that donate when they have millions of dollars to for a field or a building or just a good way to do it. I think it's a great tribute that players can do that and travel and have donations.
Well, yeah, of course. They're freaking loaded. What do you expect? They can afford it. It's not like you and I can do that.
True.
Right?
Never.
Like
Well, maybe one day one day
Maybe.
that'll happen with us both. You never know.
Maybe. But you never know, man. You never know.
Never
What
know.
else you got for me really quick before we go to our last break?
In other news, we go to Major League Baseball again. Masahiro Tanaka, he says he wants to be cautious. Attempt to return from a torn elbow ligament without undergoing Tommy John surgery hit a roadblock Friday when the Yankees announced that Tanaka would return to New York ahead of the team with what was termed, quote, general soreness in his pitching arm.
Well, you could forget about him for the rest of the year.
I would say so. That's why I'm saying everybody's talking now about the Yankees kind of coming along and that they're playing better ball. I've always said the Yankees, in my opinion, are not going to be the team that will make the postseason this year. I just don't think with their pitching, it's a problem for them. And I've always said before the beginning of the year, okay, they made all these big deals, all these transactions. Is it going to be enough to keep them healthy? Are they going to be a healthy team? Or are we going to see a team that we saw last year that just didn't have enough in them to make the playoffs?
I think we're going to see a team that doesn't have enough in them to make the playoffs.
True.
That's what I see. That's what I think I'm going to see, too. Hey, we're going to run to our final break of the day. When we come back from this break, we're giving out our Rat Bastard of the Week award. You're listening to Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann. We do this show each and every Monday through Friday right here in SportsWorldRadio.com, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. in the West. And if you live in the Central,
Figure that out for yourself. It's that simple.
damn skippy bitches. Okay, so before we get out of here, I want to remind everybody, you want to get into our fantasy NFL football pick'em league? Send an email to swrshow@gmail.com. That's swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject line, put Pick'em. In the body, put your name in the email. I'll send you the invitation. If you liked our fan Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. You can head over there, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the link, the group ID, and the password to join. You can join that way as well. Please join our NFL Football Pick'em League. 9 day. What do we got? 6 days left before the season starts. Get in now, really quick. What else did I want to say? There was something else. Oh, we got the Rat Bastard of the Week coming at you. And Sean and I kind of decided already who it's going to be. And if anybody disagrees, tough patooies. Sean, deliver the Rat Bastard of the Week.
All right, so the Rat Bastard of the Week on this 29th of August, 49 minutes after the hour, it goes to Roger Goodell.
Has to go to Roger Goodell for screwing so many things up in the NFL, which now he's trying to fix by handing out tougher penalties. So I don't know if he's making it better or if he's making it worse.
You do know and realize he's on Moron Island.
Well, yeah, if I remember correctly, he's been promoted to the president. Right?
Yeah, I remember that too.
My Rat Bastard of the Week is Sean for agreeing with Skip Bayless. Ooh. That's Josh, the producer's Rat Bastard.
You know, Encyclopedia Man, let me have one thing to say to you, pal.
And you know why he said that? Right, Sean?
Rat Bastard of the Week several times on this show. So you can take your Rat Bastard prediction and stuff.
You know why he says that,
We're
right?
going with Roger Goodell.
You know why he says that is because you're a Patriots fan, and Bayless picked the Patriots to win the Super Bowl.
Blah, blah, blah. Here we go
That's
again.
why.
Jeez.
But you're not really a Patriots fan. You're a Jets/Patriots fan as far as I'm concerned.
I have a Patriot hat I'm wearing right now, and I got a Patriot T-shirt I'll be wearing on opening day when they play September 7th.
Better go get another Patriot T-shirt from shirtshopper.net.
Oh, yeah, the tie-dye ones. I can always look at that.
Better go over there and
I
get
have to go easy on money.
They got some great NFL T-shirts over there at shirtshopper.net. Some really original cool stuff. I've never seen any tie-dye NFL T-shirts before. And they have the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got the 49ers. They got the Giants. They got the Cowboys. They have the Patriots. They got the Jets. They got the Dolphins. They got everybody. So you got to go check that out at shirtshopper.net. So Roger Goodell is the Rat Bastard of the Week.
Yeah, it's Roger Goodell, Encyclopedia Man, so stuff it. It's not even me, all right? Jeez.
Okay, so don't forget, starting a week from tomorrow, on Saturday, September 6th, will be the first official NFL show of the year on Sports World Radio. We'll be doing our NFL show every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you live in the Central,
figure that out for yourself.
As well. That's right. Hey, I want to remind everybody, and I want to thank everybody for being here today. We really, really appreciate you guys listening to this. I want to thank Don Chaffin for coming on in of D2 and talking to us at the top of the show. We had a lot of fun with Don, and we talked some Dallas Cowboys with Don as well because he's a big Cowboys fan. So I want to thank Don coming in. Remember, folks, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Peace out, bitches.
Adios.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next